Dear learners, now we are in another video on computation of median. Let us do in detail. As we discussed in the earlier video, what is median? It is the middlemost value when we arrange in the order of magnitude. Order is needed, that is the condition. We have mentioned practical examples as well. Now, for a group data, we have seen what is for ungrouped data. How do we calculate median? When we arrange it, what comes in the center we consider as median. Otherwise, if it is even number, that is total number of observations are even, then we take the two middlemost values and take the average. We have also seen the equation of median. It is L plus n by 2 minus capital F upon small f into h. We have seen various concerns and dimensions of this equation. That is, each term we have explained in the previous video. L is exact lower limit of the median class. N is total number of observations, that is total of frequency. We are talking about group data, that is frequency distribution. Clear? What is F? F is actually the cumulative frequency up to the median class. Cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. What is F small f? It is corresponding frequency of the median class. H is H. Yes, it is class width or class interval. We have mentioned all these as an explanation. Now, really, how can we compute? That is really we have to do. So, first we have to write the cumulative frequency. When we get this kind of data as a frequency distribution, what for median we have to do? Initially, we have to write the cumulative frequency. Why we do is because we need the cumulative frequency of the preceding class of median. Median class, whatever it is, just preceding class, we have to find out the corresponding cumulative frequency we have to take. So, cumulative frequency we have to see. Second concern of cumulative frequency, because we don't know which value comes in the sender. For a raw data, what we were doing, either ascending or descending order, we make it an array of numbers, array of data, then take the middlemost value as median. Here, we cannot identify the same thing. The possible solution for identification is compute cumulative frequency. Write the cumulative frequency. When we write the cumulative frequency, we will get which is in the sender, which class is in the sender. Accordingly, we identify the median class as well. Yes, see, I have just mentioned the cumulative frequency. Last time in the previous lecture, we have just wrote the cumulative frequency with the same example I have discussed. See, for the class 0 to 10, cumulative frequency will be 2. Is it clear? That is, below the upper limit, how many observations are there? 2. Which is very clear. Next is cumulative frequency. To identify the cumulative frequency, the focus is upper limit. This is the upper limit of the class. 20 is the upper limit of this class. 30, 40, 50. These are the upper limits. So, below the upper limit, how many observations lie? That is the concern. In the second class, 10 to 20 we have 7, but below 20 we have 7 plus the previous 2, that is 9. Again, the third class, 20 to 30 we have 10 as exact frequency, but the cumulative frequency we have to add the preceding classes. So, we got 19. Again, for the next class, 27. Finally, we got 30 for the final class, that is 40 to 50. The highest class, we got 30. Now, when you go to the frequency, this is also we have 30. So, the cumulative frequency, last cumulative frequency, that is the cumulative frequency of the highest class will be equal to the cumulative frequency, sorry, the frequency of the entire distribution. That is what we call it as the total frequency. Yes, clear. I just mentioned it for your clarity. Now, see. How do we calculate it? So for that, what are the requirements? Again, let me come to the requirements. What is the equation? L plus, what is the equation? We have to write L plus n by 2 minus cumulative of the preceding class, that is f upon small f. I just put it in the bracket. This we will do first into h. H is the, what is h? Class width. Now let me come again to the equation. See, L plus n by 2 minus frequency, that is cumulative frequency, capital F, upon frequency, that is corresponding frequency of the median class, into h. Clear? We are here now. Clear? Now let us come to various aspects, various concerns. We have to frame based on that. We have to frame based on this. We are calculating median from the data. So we have everything, cumulative frequency we have. Yes, we have everything here. Data is given, classes are given, cumulative frequency we have written. Based on the previous slide, we mentioned the cumulative frequency as 2, 9, 19, 27, 30. The first and foremost task of a student to identify the median is identify the median class. Where median comes, that you have to identify. Median class you have to identify. What is median class? Where the middlemost value comes, that class is known as median class. You know class, this is a class. Where it comes the median. So for that, in the previous class we have mentioned what you have to identify. Middlemost value you have to identify. We have to identify the position where it comes in the cumulative frequency. How do we go ahead with? Yes, n by 2. N by 2 we have to identify. What is the n by 2th position? N by 2th number. The position of that median we have to identify. What is n here? N is 30. So what is n by 2? 30 by 2, that is 15. Half of the distribution. Half of the total number. Where 15 comes in cumulative frequency, that class we mention as median class. Where 15 comes in cumulative frequency. First cumulative frequency it is 2. So no, this is not the class where 15 comes. Second cumulative frequency is 9. It is also not the class because we need 15. Third class C, it is 19. It is not, it is the class where we have, this is the cumulative frequency 15 comes. Cumulative frequency 15, where cumulative frequency 15 comes, that class is median class. We got it. Clear? Is it clear? Cumulative frequency we identified n by 2, where n by 2 comes. N by 2 is 15. It comes in this class. So 20 to 30 is considered as the median class. Clear? We got a median class. Then we can write everything now. So we identified the median class. So see the equation now. What is equation? Let me write the equation here. Median is L plus n by 2 minus capital F upon small f into C. This is the equation, right? This is the equation. Now what is the requirement? L. What is L? L is exact lower limit of the median class. Here, what kind of distribution this is? You must have learned the distributions. We have two types of distributions, inclusive and exclusive distribution. Okay, this is an exclusive distribution. What is the difference between inclusive and exclusive? When the upper limit is not incorporated in the class, such kind of distributions are known as exclusive distribution. Suppose when you are entering a value 10, 10 will not be recorded as tally here, but instead of that we record 10 here only, because where 10 comes as a lower limit. You got it? This is 0 to 10, again we repeat 10, 10 to 20, again we are repeating 20. This kind of class is known as exclusive distribution. What it is? Exclusive distribution. What is the characteristics of exclusive distribution? Upper limit will not be included in the class. Upper limit value will not be included in the class. 9.999 will be included in the first class, but 10 will be included in the class 10 to 20. It's very clear. Okay. So, in the exclusive distribution, very clear that the lower limit will be the exact lower limit. L is, what is L? L is the exact lower limit of the exact lower limit. I have just mentioned lower limit as LL. Lower limit. I mentioned it as LL. Okay. Exact lower limit of the median class. What is median class? MC. What is median class? We have got 20 to 30 is the median class. So the value of lower limit, what it is? Lower limit, yeah, it is 20, right? It is 20. 20 is the exact lower limit. We mention it is exact because it is clear. 20 is included in that group, exact lower limit. If it is inclusive distribution, we will discuss it in the next example. Okay, here in the exclusive distribution, we can see that 20, that is lower limit itself, is the exact lower limit of the median class. Okay, now see the thing, L we got it, N by 2, we have already calculated, N by 2 is 15, L we got it. What is F? What is F, capital F? Capital F is the cumulative frequency. This is cumulative frequency, we know, this is Q of, right? Cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class or before the median class. What is the median class? 20 to 30. What is its before? Before means lower, preceding class. It is 10 to 20. That frequency is known as what? It is capital F. Cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. So I got it. What is it? Is 9. Cumulative frequency of the class before the median class. Clear? F is clear. Now what is F? Small f. Got this? Now this is small f. Small f is what it is? Corresponding frequency of the class. Small f is, I am writing for the clarity this way. Okay, small f. What is small f? Corresponding frequency, or f, small f, frequency of median class. What is the frequency of the median? This one. Okay, frequency of the median class, what it is? This is the frequency of the median class, 10. Very clear, right? What is class interval? That is, we mentioned C, either C, sometimes in the example we have written as H. H is also used, C is also used. I have mentioned here, okay? Either H or C or CI. So whatever the textbook you refer to, they have their own concern of usage. Okay, it's okay. So here I mentioned earlier as C, but in the previous discussion, here we have mentioned H, that is why I replaced with H. Okay, what is H here? What is H? H is the class width. Class width, people have confusions. People sometimes, whenever I ask students about class width, they mention it is the difference between upper limit and lower limit. No, it is wrong answer. See, what is the class width here? If it is upper limit and lower limit, 10. In this case, what is the class width, upper limit and lower limit? If we go for upper limit and lower limit, 7 minus 1, it will be 6. If that is answer, but it is wrong. Let me come here. This way is wrong. Difference between upper limit and lower limit. This way is wrong. What is correct? It is difference between any related or any nearest or adjacent upper limits or lower limits. This is the way. So what is the answer? Here we will get again same answer. It's okay as H. But in this case, see, what is the answer? If go this way, we got 6. If you go this way, what is the difference? It is 7. So actually the thing is 7. I'm sorry. This is 7, right? This is 7. If you go this way, you may consider it as 6. Okay, clear. So it is difference between any two adjacent upper limits or lower limits. That is actually the, I have mentioned here, u minus u or u1 minus u2, L1 minus L2, like whatever you have mentioned. Difference between any two adjacent upper limits or lower limit, that is H or C, class width. So class width, what it is? Difference between these two, we got 10. So all the values we got. Is it clear? All the values we got. Now we are moving to the equation again. This is the equation we got. Now we have to calculate, right? We have to calculate. So in the, I'm just moving to the same slide for calculation. Equation again, once again, see all the values we got it. Okay. Now let me write it here. What is median? Median is equal to L plus, what is L value here? 20, am I right? 20 plus, then within bracket what I have to do? N by 2. What is N by 2? 15. Am I right? 15 minus what is capital F, that is cumulative frequency just before the median class. What it is? 9. Divided by what is frequency of the corresponding median class? 10. Into what is class width? Again 10. Got it? This is the calculation method. Again going to 20 plus, within bracket let us come to whatever it is within bracket. Yeah, 15 minus 9, 6. 6 by 10. What is 6 by 10 into 10? We got 6 by 10 is 0.6. 0.6 into 10, it's a 6. So this 2 will be going. So finally we are getting, what is the value? Sorry, let me drag it again. Yeah, this 2, 10, 10, 10, I have just cut as it is, numerator and denominator, because this is 10 by 10, 10 by 1, right? Now I just wanted to mention it as 20 plus 6. This is 26. I got the answer 26, the median of the class, median of the distribution. Now again, how do you confirm this 26 is median, whether it is right or wrong? Just simply, and in an overall perspective, we can see 26 comes between, this is median class 20 to 30. Yes, I got 26, that is between 20 and 30. Got it? This is the way of median. Calculation of, got it? This is the way of calculation of median. Yes. Now let us come to the median. Again, keep the concern in mind. What you have to identify? L. L is the exact lower limit of the median class. So for median class, what you have to do? Write the cumulative frequency that is less than, begin from the lowest class, smallest class, write everything, then you will get the cumulative frequency of every class. Go for n by 2, total of the frequency by 2. What it comes? Yes, half you will get it. Where the number comes in cumulative frequency, that class is known as median class. Again, L. L is the exact lower limit. You got the lower limit of the median class. Again, you are n by 2 have already identified what is capital F. It is cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class, just before the median class, that is lower in size. Okay. What is small f? It is corresponding frequency of the median class, not cumulative frequency. It is frequency. What is h? H is the class width. Clear? Now we are moving to another calculation where it is an inclusive distribution. If it is an inclusive distribution, we have to make it as exclusive distribution. Initially, you need not to do everything to the exclusive. You can do that also. So, generally what we do is we are adding 0.5 to the upper limit and reducing 0.5 from the lower limit. That is the way of making it as an exclusive distribution. So, it will be like 0.52, 7.5, 7.52, 7.52, 13.5, I'm sorry, yeah, then again 13.5, sorry, the 14.5, I'm sorry, not 13.5. Yeah. Now let us make this inclusive distribution to exclusive distribution. How do we do that? Generally, we reduce 0.5 from lower limit and add 0.5 to the upper limit. What the way we do? 0.5, that is, it was 1. So, reduce 0.5 from the lower limit and add from to the upper limit. Reduce from the lower limit and add to the upper limit. Reduce from the lower limit and add to the upper limit. See, this way we have to write. Again, 21.52, 28.5, 28.52, 35.5, 35.52, 42.5. Okay, you got it. This way I have to make the distribution exclusive. So here inclusive means 1 and 7 will come in the same class. 8 and 4 will come in the same class. Now here it is very clear. Okay. Now this is for the time being I have just mentioned to you. Now simply for the same class, once you identify the median class, then for the same class only you have to do. Now let me remove it all. This you must have learnt in the previous sections. Now let me remove all these. This is not a concern, you must have learnt in the previous classes. See how to calculate median. Again, L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency upon frequency into h. We have all things here. Just I have to find and identify the cumulative frequency. It is a concern. What is the first class cumulative frequency? Frequency is 15, so cumulative frequency is also 15. Next is 12, so it will be 27. Next is 42, right? 27, again I added 42. Next is 52. Next is 58. 60. Total is 60. It is equal. Okay. I got all the cumulative frequency. Now, once I got the cumulative frequency, now I have to go for n by 2. What is n by 2 here? N is, what is n here? N is 60. What is n by 2? 30, right? Where 30 comes in the cumulative frequency. The classes, so this is 15, this is 27. This is the class where n by 2 comes. 30 comes, right? So the class 15 to 21, this is known as median class. We mention it as median class or MC. For the time being, I have mentioned MC. This is the median class. Clear? Median class is clear. Now, this is inclusive distribution. So, I have to take the value accordingly. So, I am reducing 0.5 from the lower limit and adding 0.5 to the upper limit. That is the way I have to make it exclusive. So directly I am taking L. What is L? L is the exact lower limit of the median class. What is exact lower limit here? Not 15, since it is inclusive distribution, it will be 14.5. Got it? See the previous section of the video to get it clear. We have already mentioned. 0.5 we have to reduce as it is inclusive distribution to make it exclusive. 14.5 is L, exact lower limit of the median class. What is n by 2? We have already mentioned it is 30. What is capital F? It is cumulative frequency of the preceding class of median class. But it is 27, right? 27, you got it? What is the next one we need? Small f. What is small f? See the equation again. Am I right? Are you clear? Yes. Now the small f is corresponding frequency of the median class. This is, okay, this is small f, this is capital F. You got it? So small f is 15. What is class interval or C? We have mentioned here as H. Am I right? C. This is the value. I am talking about this one. H. Okay. Rest of the thing we have already mentioned. What is H here? Class width. I told you if you go between these two, you will get 6 as class interval. This is wrong. Class width H is any adjacent upper limit or to lower limits, you take the difference this way. This is the H value, difference between these two or difference between the, what is it? 7. 7 is the class interval. Now you go for that. How do you go for that? Yes, L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency, that is capital F, upon corresponding frequency of the median class into H. So you can write it. What it is? L. Let me erase some of the thing. Yeah, L, what it is? 14.5 plus within big bracket, what is n by 2? 30 minus capital F 27 divided by small f is 15 into 7 is the H class width. Go for that. 14.5 plus 30 minus 27, 3, right? 3 by 15. 3 by 15 into 7. Got it? This is your turn now. Identify what is median. It's very clear. We have seen two examples very clearly. One is inclusive distribution that we have discussed just now. The other was exclusive distribution. Through all these drawings we have seen. To clarify, I have noted every point for you. I think it is very clear to you now. Any confusions? See the attainment of learning outcome. So simple, right? The statistical calculation of median is so simple. Do you agree? Yes, I have achieved the learning outcome. No, I don't. Yes, I will watch again. I'm confident I will do that. Yes, see, let us have a happy learning. Best wishes. Thank you.